Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama,
So first thing that we will do today, we will read a little summary of the chapter that we want to discuss from this book. Srimad Bhagavatam has 12 cantos, 18 volumes. This is one of these volumes. This is a very big book, and you can see it, I believe, there also. Now you will learn who is Avanti Brahmana, and you will learn the story. But what we want to do today, we want to learn some lessons for our own life from this story and discuss how to apply it. I have also prepared some like lottery where you can pick up the verse from this bowl, and we will see what verse you will get. And then we have 6 of you. That's wonderful. So you can discuss in pairs. We also have some refreshments. They're behind me. You don't see them, but you will see them later. Our Jaikeshava Prabhu, our very expert cook, he has prepared something for you today. So let's go to our 23rd chapter of the 11th canto. This chapter tells the story of a mendicant sannyasi from the Avanti country as an example of how one should tolerate the disturbances and offenses created by evil persons. The harsh words of uncouth persons pierce the heart even more severely than arrows. Yet the mendicant Brahmana from the city of Avanti, even while being attacked by wicked men, considered this trouble to be simply the consequence of his own past deeds and tolerated it with utmost sobriety. Previously, the Brahmana had been an agriculturalist and merchant. He had been extremely greedy, miserly, and prone to anger. As a result, his wife, sons, daughters, relatives, and servants were all deprived of every kind of enjoyment and gradually came to behave unaffectionately toward him. In due course of time, thieves, family members, and providence took away the sum total of his wealth. Finding himself without any property and abandoned by everyone, the Brahmana developed a deep sense of renunciation. He considered how the earning and preservation of wealth involve great effort, fear, anxiety, and confusion. Because of wealth, there arise 15 unwanted items: thievery, violence, lying, deception, lust, anger, pride, feverishness, disagreement, hatred, distrust, conflict, attachment to women, gambling, and intoxication. When this meditation arose in his heart, the Brahmana could understand that the Supreme Lord Sri Hari had somehow become satisfied with him. He felt that only because the Lord was pleased with him had the apparently unfavorable turn of events in his life occurred. He was grateful that the sense of detachment had arisen in his heart and considered it the factual means for delivering his soul. In this condition, he determined to engage the duration of his life in the worship of Lord Hari and thus accepted the mendicant order of Tridandi Sannyas. Subsequently, he would enter different villages to beg charity, but the people would harass and disturb him. But he simply tolerated all this, remaining firm as a mountain. He remained fixed in his chosen spiritual practice and sang a song renowned as Bhikshu Gita. Neither mortal persons, the demigods, the soul, the ruling planets, the reactions of work, nor time are the causes of one's happiness and distress. Rather, the mind alone is their cause, because it is the mind that makes the spirit soul wander in the cycle of material life. The real purpose of all charity, religiosity, and so forth is to bring the mind under control. A person who has already composed his mind in meditation has no need for these other processes. And for a person who is incapable of fixing his mind, they are of no practical use. The false conception of material ego binds the transcendental soul to material sense objects. The Avanti Brahmana therefore became determined to bring himself over the insurmountable ocean of material existence by rendering service to the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord Mukunda, with the same perfect faith in the Lord exhibited by the great devotees of the past. Only when one can focus his intelligence on the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead can the mind be completely subdued. This is the essence of all practical prescriptions for spiritual advancement. So this chapter has a few sections. We see first how this Avanti Brahmana has been a very greedy person, very bad person. He would collect wealth, but he would not share it with his family. He would not even use it for his own sense gratification, but just collect it and accumulate it. And slowly his family abandoned him because he was not showing affection, he was not giving, he was miserly, a miserly person. Slowly family members becomes very disappointed because they accept it from him that he gives them something, support, some money, some wealth. And slowly they started to treat him unaffectionately. They ignored him, they sometimes treated him harshly. And he started to feel that he is not wanted at his home. And at one point in his life, he started to think very deeply about his life. What am I doing here? Who are these people? Why they are expecting so much from me? And what's happening? What's happening? Why I'm here? He started to ask these very fundamental questions that I believe many of you have asked at one point in your life. What am I doing here? What is the purpose of life? And he started to think very deeply. One of the biggest problems in life is that we don't think deeply. Our thinking is very shallow. It refers to the body, refers to the mind, doesn't refer to the soul. But he's starting to think very, very deeply. And because he was a Brahmana, he also knew about God. He knew about service to God. So he was at the point when he felt detached from all these material things that all of us are attached to. Family, home, wealth, money. Some people are attached to fame if they have fame. So based on this detachment, he started to feel determination to pursue spiritual life, to become more serious about his spiritual life, about religious practice. And he changed his mind, his attitude towards life. He became a very deep thinker. He became renounced, and he took renounced order of life. way to call this chapter is Bhikshu Gita, and Bhikshu means, do you know what Bhikshu means? Bhikshu. Not Bhikshu. A Bhikshu. There's no G, it's K. Bhikshu. A Bhikshu. It sounds like Bhikshu, you're right. Bhikshu means mendicant, especially like homeless wanderer. I remember when I started studying spiritual literature in the 80s, I read some Buddhist literature, and they also call their mendicants Bhikshu or Bhikkhu sometimes. And so it's a homeless monk, homeless wanderer, who goes around and sometimes preaches. He begs charity, people give him little food, little milk, and he lives very simple life and very pure life. So he became a sannyasi, he became a mendicant, and he started to practice spiritual life. But what happened is that people didn't take him seriously because they knew him from before. They knew how he was a bad person, he was a stingy person, miserly person. So as a sannyasi is not staying in one place, he's moving. He can stay in one place a couple of days or sometimes a couple of weeks, and he moves on to another place where he has some service or where he just meditates or worships God. So he was moving, and in some villages people were torturing him. People were torturing him. People were insulting him. People were doing all kinds of bad things to him, but he was not disturbed. Now sometimes devotees, people come to Krishna consciousness movement and they look for peace, they look for some solace, some relief from the suffering in the material world, and they get it. They get this, to say, like initial realization that this is something very valuable. But sometimes, even at the very beginning, people have serious problems. Their seriousness about spiritual life is tested. So he was tested. He was tested. And today and tomorrow also at 6 o'clock we will start, earlier than today, we will discuss all these things together and look at different verses. This chapter has 61 verses, but we will not go through all of these verses. I read you the summary. I have some selected, maybe 15 verses that you will pick some of them. 6 of you will pick 6 verses today, and tomorrow maybe we will have more devotees coming. So we will look at different lessons and different messages in this chapter. So one phase was when he was acting in a bad way, frustrating his family members and frustrating himself. Second phase was renunciation. Third phase is when he took sannyas and started traveling and had a lot of trouble. And the last phase is showing his great determination. The chapter is ending with a verse that we will discuss. This is verse 57, where he shows amazing determination how to continue spiritual life despite any difficulty. Now there is also several verses that we will discuss, starting with verse 41, where we will discuss his explanation about the mind as a cause of all happiness and distress. Maybe you have heard today is very popular mindfulness. Mindfulness means presence, mindfulness means awareness, it may mean attention, something that now people are teaching, and it usually, as far as I know, it comes from the Buddhist tradition, from the Buddhist teachings, but nowadays it's become very modern and people speak about meditation and mindfulness, and they meditate on different things, but it's basically being peaceful and being conscious about whatever, body, mind, other people, other people's emotions, relationships, how do you want things, what is your intention, etc., etc. So in our literature, in all of these books, there is a lot of knowledge about the mind, and the mind, we can see, is the cause of so much suffering. The way the mind explains things causes suffering. So what is happening in the mind? What is happening in our mind is inner dialogue. We talk to ourselves in a certain way. Something happens and we immediately explain it. If somebody insults us, immediately the mind is disturbed. Oh, this person doesn't like me, I'm bad, etc., etc. However, this might not be true. This might not be true. Whatever we think, based on the habit, we think based on the habit. For example, if someone tells you you're very ugly, so if your consciousness is very materialistic and you identify with the body, you may be very offended and insulted. But if you understand that you are not this body, that you are a spirit soul within the body, you will smile and you will say, thank God I am not this body. And this body will perish. You may have a young, beautiful body now, but it will become old, it will have wrinkles, you will bend, you will have so many problems with internal organs, with your bones. This body will deteriorate. So, and if you understand that you're not the body, nobody can insult you. No one can insult you. Now, if you are on the more subtle platform, you identify with your mind, you identify with your intelligence, and if people say that you are stupid, you feel like jumping into Zurich Lake. Because it hurt you so much. You can tell me that I'm ugly, but you cannot tell me that I'm stupid. You are stupid. We try to revenge. So some people are attached to looking nice. Some people are attached to being right or to being intelligent. But these are all material designations. So depending on the level of our consciousness, we will react and we will have this inner dialogue. We will explain things to ourselves. So this is something that can be practiced. And this is what we will also discuss in this seminar. So now we see that some people are watching. So thank you very much for watching. They are also sending messages, but I cannot read them because I'm talking to you. But there was a couple of likes and hearts. And I can't see from here without glasses how many people are online, but probably over 10. So it's not only us here. And so this is why I have chosen this chapter and this story for you to share with you, is because it can help you to be strong in hard moments. Avanti Brahmana was strong in hard moments. And actually, in our life, we face hard moments from time to time. Some people more, some people less. So we can learn from him very valuable lessons. One lesson that is mentioned in this introduction is tolerance. Definitely he was very tolerant, but he was more than that. There is more lessons there, and I will also ask you to derive the lessons, especially what you get in the verses that you will pick up from this bowl. So there will be some lessons there. And after you discuss these lessons with your partner, then you can share with us and we can see what we have learned. Of course, everybody will understand the verse differently. So I can explain it in one way, but you can see some other value and some other content and some other message in the verse that you will pick up. The personal transformation that this Brahmana underwent is really, really remarkable. I think we all would like to have some similar personal transformation. So from a very bad person, for a very miserly person, he became fully dedicated. He became fully dedicated to spiritual life. He became serious. And above all, he became very, very determined. Yeah. Some of you are new to spiritual life. Some of you have some experience. But our determination is being tested all the time. In the beginning it is tested. Later it is tested. Our faith is tested. So it's good to learn from those who are so determined, who have such a great faith. Now this is a very important thing, that where determination will come from. To persist despite all the obstacles. It will come from Krishna and what? Super soul?
From us.
But what in us? Yes. What do we need to have to be determined? Inspiration?
Faith.
Faith, exactly. Inspiration, faith. If you have faith, you can do anything. And you will never give up. If you have faith, you can do anything and you will never give up. No obstacle will stop you. This is very important. And one of the best favors you can do for anybody, to help them to grow their faith in God, to grow their faith in higher principles, to grow their faith in spiritual reality. Because this material reality is temporary. But spiritual reality is permanent. It will not disappear. And we are also spiritual entities. This is the message of the Bhagavad Gita. So we will see how much faith he had. But his mindset, how he thinks, how he perceives things. Now perception also comes from faith. What you believe, you tend to see. It affects your perception. His perception was amazing, how he saw his happiness and distress, how he understood, how he explained to himself what is happening, and how he tolerated. So, if you want to go the highest path, you can expect tests. It is said that when you sell precious jewels, very few people come forward to buy because they don't have enough money to pay the price. Now this is a metaphor. What does that mean? Are you ready to pay the price of success on your spiritual path, on your spiritual journey? Actually, before saying if you are ready to pay the price of success, we have to ask ourselves, what is the price of success? Then we can think and we can see whether we are ready to pay that price. Avanti Brahmana was completely determined to pay any kind of price. Nothing could stop him. Nothing could stop him. He became unstoppable. So all this physical torture, all these insults, mental torture, very severe torture, very severe dealings with him, he just didn't care. And he also, very important lesson, he didn't blame anybody. He just saw them as the instruments of his karma. Now that's also difficult. It's very difficult to do. If somebody insults you, it's very hard not to blame them. But spiritual people can do that. This is more magical than to create some golden dust. It's more difficult than to walk on the water. Imagine if you would see somebody walk on the water. You would be very shocked. Or people are very impressed if somebody heals you, heals your physical disease, and you think, wow, he's a saint, he's a magical person. So these kind of miracles are for people who are more simple. When they see miracles, their faith grows. For people who are more intelligent, their faith grows when they understand the deepness of the message. And also when they apply the message and they see how it works in their lives. So what this message works on? What's the result of the message? What is the result of the application of the message? You tell me. What is the result of the application of wisdom? What is the result of the application of teachings, spiritual teachings or wisdom literature? Happiness. What else? Success. What else? The most important result.
Perfection.
What?
Perfection.
That's close. Yes, perfection. What kind of perfection? Huh? Love of God. Okay, what? Self-realization. What else?
Bliss.
Bliss. You feel happiness. You feel bliss. Yes, that's true. Ladies, please, don't be shy.
No, I was thinking that you applied that knowledge.
Apply the knowledge.
Like you see knowledge and then you apply it to your life.
And what happens to you when you do that?
You reach the goal.
Which goal?
It depends from like wisdom, you become wise.
You become wise. Okay.
Transformation.
Yes. What else? Transformation. You are coming close to the answer which is given in the Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada says that Vedic literature is meant for what? What?
God realization.
Yes, that's true. But there is some specific thing mentioned which is related to us very closely, to our own personality.
To know who we are.
Huh?
To know who we are.
Yes, also. So how much are you ready to pay to hear the answer? This is not your guitar. How many
You open your spirit.
euros?
Open.
Oh yeah, you open your heart or your spirit?
Yeah. Or your personality.
You become open. That's also connected to the answer. But you can guess more.
Do you have a clue?
What?
You have a clue?
About what?
About the answer, the first alphabet.
Ah, yes. Yes, it's C.
Consciousness.
Consciousness. What else starts with C?
It's confusing.
Game.
C. Confusion starts with C also. Definitely the result is not confusion. What?
Credit? No.
Credit?
I'm just thinking about C. That's
Yes.
You have great problems.
You have credit here. Insurance credit. In Switzerland you have a credit points. I want to give you the answer, but
No.
I will not give it to you. Yeah, you have to guess more.
The second alphabet.
The last letter is R.
Last letter is R.
Yes.
Correct.
You will get 2 sweet balls later. Or maybe 1.5. She's Italian.
She said that before, but
I didn't hear this.
yeah, maybe.
No,
So-
l'ho detto diverso. I'm
You're Italian.
yeah.
You will get also 2 sweet balls. I'm just going to Italy next Saturday to Milano and
Allora,
Torino.
a Milano, Torino.
Oh, you are also Italian.
No, she's more Italian than me.
Okay. I'm also a little bit Italian because I go to Italy and I eat pizza a lot. So I'm becoming Italianized. So the result of applying the message is that the personal transformation, which means we change our character. We change our character. People ask me, some journalists ask me, you are teaching success, so are you successful? I said, I'm successful. So he says, are you rich? I said, what do you mean? Do you have a lot of money? I said, no. Then he said, so what success means to you? And I said, success means improvement of a character, of my character, developing good qualities. And he didn't inquire more. He was happy with this answer. So for some people, success means money. And Srila Prabhupada defines success and knowledge in one sentence. Our teacher, Srila Prabhupada, who wrote all these books, he says, knowledge means to know Him, God, and success means to please Him, God. So this is a couple of words, one sentence, but everything is explained there. We are searching for knowledge. There is so many books in the Zurich library. Now, our books here are all about God. So we are searching for that kind of knowledge. And of course, this book is also about God. And this story is about connection and faith in God of one person, of the Avanti Brahmana. So this is one lesson that we can learn. He has changed his character. He has changed his character. Now, I would like to ask you, do you have any questions at this point? I have given you some food for thought, and you have made some notes. Yes, who is first?
Just short question. We can say the character is like the fundamental for all happiness and everything.
Yes. The comment was, I want to say for our internet audience, you probably didn't hear it, that can we say that character is the basis or fundament of all happiness? And I said yes. Good character is the basis for all happiness. Now we can discuss what good character means, but one part of a high character is actually ability to tolerate all kinds of dualities, like this Brahmana tolerated. Another quality of a high character is determination for higher values, for higher knowledge, for higher connection. So this is also that he exemplified. This Brahmana exemplified this. Yes?
And do you gonna tell in this other hours how we change the character?
We will discuss this, and we will learn from him also. He started spiritual practice, he started sadhana, and he started having serious problems. So when you start your discipline, you will see that there will be tests, there will be serious challenges, but then it's an opportunity for you to overcome those challenges and to become very strong and very fixed. How many of you want to have a successful day? So, okay. So, everybody see. Okay. So, when the successful day starts, is my question to you.
Not yet.
No, imagine that you want to start a successful day. When this day starts? Now?
A night before.
A night before, exactly. The day doesn't start on the morning when you wake up. It starts, what does it mean that the day starts the night before?
We prepare for the next day. We're already meditating what we want to do
And?
and early go sleep.
Yes!
Sleeping,
Yes, you will get so many sweet balls. You are teaching now what I wanted to teach. So, think about the next day. How can you think about the next day? What can I do better tomorrow that I have done yesterday? What have I done tomorrow that I have done yesterday? So then another important thing he said, you will get a chance. He said, go to bed early. Why? Why go to bed early?
Because early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise.
Exactly. Early to bed, early to rise, make you healthy, wealthy, and wise, and you also will get the sweet ball. I'm promising so much, this is not good. And not delivering anything yet. Early to bed, early to rise, will make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Sabio?
When you can sleep good, but when you not can sleep good. So okay, early bed and
You
to
give
say,
your health.
oh mama, yeah, you not can sleep. And
Yes.
then you go in the morning, so I'm very
You are right.
distracted. No,
This is a
no
challenge.
energy.
This is a challenge, but this is also an excuse.
I see.
Scusa. This is an excuse that I will not sleep, therefore I will not go to bed early, because when I lay down I just look and I cannot sleep. But we can use different techniques how to fall asleep. And if you have woken up early that day, you will be tired, so you will fall asleep. But the success of your day starts the day before, in the evening when you go to bed early. And you try to sleep before 12, it's much healthier to sleep before 12. Before midnight. It's much healthier. This is scientifically proven. I don't have statistics, but I have heard this. So your successful day starts the day before, and then you get up at 3, at 4, at 5, at 6, whatever you choose. And but it's good to get up early and meditate, read, do something for your mind, for your intelligence, for your heart. Invest in your spiritual or personal development. So now Avanti Brahmana started having a serious practice as a sannyasi. This is the person in the renounced order of life. And he started to do that. Yes? What? No. Any other question about this part, this section?
Yeah, for the character. When you have children, the children have a good character. When you say baby, you cannot transformation. The baby come in the mondo in the world.
Yeah.
Baby have the character, no? But all baby have a good character normally.
It's a good point.
Or the children.
In the beginning, children are innocent.
Yeah, innocent is just.
But later, their character shows how good or bad they are in relation, depending on their karma, their previous activities, their previous lives. So in the beginning, every child is innocent, and you can also educate them, you can train them to be, how to behave, what principles to follow, what values to have. You can do that, and it will help them, but at one point, their karma will show, and then they can show their good qualities or bad qualities. They will be tested in different ways. Like what they do in the Vedic culture, this is ancient Indian culture, it was a very high civilization. So when the child is born, when child is small, they offer child a book and the money. And then you can see the future of the child by what they reach for. If they Yeah, if they reach for the money, then they will be into money. If they reach for the book, they will be into knowledge and maybe character. So, and I had a stepdaughter, and I asked my wife that what did she do? Did you offer her money and the book? This book, Bhagavatam. And she said she took both. So now she's, I don't know, she's not so rich, but she's also interested in spiritual life, and she's interested to some extent into material success. So this is how you can see in the early stage of life, but usually you can see later. You can see later. Okay, any other question?
What if you take food? I took food when I was small. If you take
Oh, they offered you food also?
No, food, books, pens, money, I took food. You know,
Maybe you will be a cook. Are you a cook?
or no, but maybe this shouldn't say everything.
Or maybe you will be fat, or maybe you will be a nutritionist, maybe you will be a doctor. So you will see what will come out of this. But also food is a way to express love. So maybe you will express love or receive love through food. Maybe you will believe that I love you if I give you food, or you will like to give me food to show me your love. So maybe this is your language of love. So there is, different options. But I didn't know they offered them food also and pens. I didn't know this.
It's like Sri Lankan.
Okay. So, yeah, interesting. I heard only about money and the book. But food, if you offer food, I think most children will reach for the food. Because they experience the world through the mouth in the beginning. A lot. You wanted to say something? No. Okay, so now at this point, I would like to give you a break. So have a break, and you can take some of the sweet balls. No, I will offer you sweet balls. And you can breathe a little bit, go out a little bit. In about 10 minutes we will continue. We will start again with one song. And we will continue. And I try to maybe stop this and start it again. So we will be back, for those who are watching, we will be back in about 10 minutes.